What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. This is Off the Bat coming to you noon Eastern Standard because we have a lot of MLB day games today. I'm Hefe, that's Alpha. Two-man show today, just like it was always meant to be. How you doing, my friend?
Man, excited for the Yankees show today. We'll be covering nothing but Yankees farm system prospects. Excited to dive into today's MLB slate. Just kidding, guys. How we doing, Hefe?
We're doing great, man. I like days like today. We get an early show. We get a bunch of baseball to get us through the long Thursday and right into a huge NHL playoff game for you and your Rangers. Game 5 versus the Lightning. Humongous game size. So today's a really great sports day. I like days like today, man.
100%. Love when we're just games all day leading into a night slate with a big playoff NHL game. So without further ado, Hefe, let's dive into it.
Let me just mention the show is sponsored by our man over at Pure Wage 5. Make sure you guys go check him out. He's the most legit. I'm sure he'll have boosts today. It's just a little early for him to get them out, but as he does, look out for our pages. We will send them out to you. Yesterday in baseball, we had a whole lot of. The Yankees did not show up. Cortez did not look great. And thus they got the loss. In other places, the Angels continue to lose. The Phillies continue to win. It's truly crazy how right now it's happening in those two clubs. The Braves are on a roll too. They've won 6 in a row. There is just such a disparity between good and bad teams right now in the major leagues. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You could tell which teams are going to be around for the entire year, which teams are going to keep competing, and which teams may start to taper off and continue down a downward slope. So more to come on that. Excited to give you guys information today.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's get into it. We got some day games to go through. Let's get to people what they want so they can get out of here. We got a first pitch coming up in a little over 30 minutes, and I believe that's the first game we're starting off with. The D-backs and the Reds in Cincinnati this afternoon. We have Davies on the mound for the D-backs, Malley on the mound for the Reds. None of these pitchers are really crushing it, to be honest with you. This is the first game on the slate of a bunch of day games. Do you have a play on this one?
I do not. The pitching matchup's absolutely horrible in this game. You have Davies coming in 2-3 with a 4.1 ERA, going up against Molly, who's 2-5 with a 5.4 ERA. Similar to yesterday when we spoke on this matchup, there's just so many better options on the slate. I am laying off this game. Shout out Mr. Chow, though, from the Discord. I'm sure he is tuned in on the YouTube, our biggest Reds fan out there. Hefe, anything from you?
I lean the D-backs here. Actually, kind of like this spot. Malley's just not a good pitcher overall, but at home, he's 0-3 with a 5.6 ERA this year. Davies on the road, he's not much better, but he's 1-2 to 3.8. Yesterday in this matchup, we saw the Diamondbacks get the win 7-0. Before that, they lost the first two of the series. The final game of the series. I like the D-backs to tie it up here. I like the D-backs to win. All right.
I mean that if I were to take a side, I would take that. One thing I saw here is Joey Votto has absolutely mashed Davies in his career. He's 12-30, batting almost 400 with 2 homers. So possible home run prop. Take a shot on Joey Votto today. He's hit him well.
I actually like that. All right, let's move on. What do we got next? Next game on the slate, the game that takes off in over a little under an hour, actually. The Fighting BBBs. Once again, everybody that's watching, I want you to go to Big Brain Bets, at Big Brain Bets, his Twitter. Make sure you comment, wake up in all caps. If you do this and the Reds win, I will personally DM somebody $50. You have to comment, wake up in all caps, and What did I just say after it? What's BB's? The Cardinals. I'm sorry. The Cardinals have to win. BBB's fighting Cardinals have to win. If you do that and they win, I will DM somebody $50. I swear on my life. Please go do that because he is asleep. Let's get into the game. Cardinals and Rays. We have Mikolas on the mound for the Cardinals, and he is 3-1 with a 2.5 ERA on the road this year. He's been pitching fantastic on the road. But he's going against McClanahan, who's he's having a great year, really quietly. 6-2 overall, 2.1 ERA. The Rays have taken it to the Cardinals in the past in the past 2 games here. I don't know. You got something on this? You think the Cardinals can steal one here today? Or do you think McClanahan's just too good, Alpha?
I have an underspot in this game. I think we have a phenomenal pitching matchup here. And I think this one, the both starters are going to go deep into the game. Mikolas has been outstanding this year, 4-3 on the year with a 3.0 ERA. McClanahan, 6-2 on the year with a 2.1 ERA, but they haven't really hit for McClanahan this year. He's one of those guys that consistently has been throwing good games, and he's not always getting the most run support, which I anticipate we will see again today. The total is currently sitting at 6.5. Very low, lowest total on the board, and those are the exact ones I like to play. Under 6.5.
Man, this is a tough one. I kind of like the Cardinals on the run line here. McClanahan's such a good pitcher, and Mikolas, I know I like him on the road, but I like the Cardinals on the run line here in this spot. I think the Rays do get it. I think the Rays do get it done. I can see the Cardinals keeping it close, and I think that speaks to your unders. I think we're on the same page here. Nothing official from me here, but I lean Cardinals on the run line. What do we got? That's next, boys.
Keep it rolling.
Nice little audience we have in the show right now. We got about 70 people in here. If you guys got any questions, anything you guys want us to talk about, any games you guys want to talk about that we're not going over, let us know. Talk to us. We here, baby. All right. Dodgers, White Sox, before I even go to it. The Dodgers are once again favorites on a line that is too good to be true. My question is, we were right about our instincts yesterday. The line was too good to be true. The Dodgers lose. Today, you're getting another one of their absolute stud pitchers. I have to get his numbers.
Well,
he is
Quickly to clarify, Heavy, the Dodgers did have an impressive win yesterday. They did not lose. They did beat the White Sox yesterday. I think you're talking about the Blue Jays game. That's the one that we all had the early indication that that one was going to go the other way. But
2 days ago?
Let's see here.
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah, so they had a good. That's okay. They had a good one yesterday. They're going up against Slam the Bookie, aka Dylan Cease, matching mustache brother of Slam.
Not anymore.
But Tyler Anderson, guys, 7-0 on the year, 2.5 ERA, and he's got a sub-0 WHIP. He's got a 0.95 WHIP. You guys know how much I like looking at the WHIP stat. Today's a play on the Dodgers. I'm taking a flyer on them. It's only at -120. You don't get these opportunities often. And I think what they will do is they will take pitches. They'll work Cease out of the game, and Anderson will be able to pitch with Cease, and they'll win this game in the bullpen. Give me the Dodgers on the money line, -120.
Nothing. I don't have anything to add than that. I'm right there with you. I totally agree. I love it. I don't think the line is sketchy at all, and I think the Dodgers can get this one easily. It's a day game, it's a getaway game, so I think they take the lead early. They keep the lead throughout, and Anderson gives them what they need to win this game. Taking the Dodgers with you.
I agree. Quickly over to the chat, guys. Shout out to our boy Josh. He's here all the time. What's good, brother? And King Poppy Sosa. We haven't seen you in a while, bro. Good to see you. Josh is also saying thoughts on the Angels game tonight. We'll get over that. It's on our list.
We will get that. All right, let's keep moving through the day games we got. Going on to the Phillies and the Brewers. I don't know what to think anymore. Phillies have now won 6 in a row. They have not lost a game since the management change, where they fired their old manager, Joe Girardi, and I can't remember the new manager's name. I don't know if you do, but he was the bench coach. Either way, they won 6 in a row. Yesterday, they beat the Brewers 10-0. Today, they're once again going up against the Brewers and former reigning Cy Young winner, I should say, Corbin Burns, who's 3-3, 2.5 ERA, but also sub-1 WHIP. The win-loss doesn't really say how good of a pitcher he is. Eflin on the mound for the Phillies. If you remember, Eflin was the pitcher who pitched the first game after the manager got fired. He got them started. It's his turn again. But boy, oh boy, that game was at home, and this game's on the road. And on the road this year, Eflin is 0-3 with an 8.1 ERA alpha. Do the Phillies win a 7th in a row today?
I think it's more prevalent to look at what's going on with the Brewers right now. I know that's shocking because the Phillies have been so good, but the Brewers' bats are currently dead. Phillies won 10-0 last night. They've been absolutely dominating. The Brewers cannot get hits right now. I was very fortunate. I took the over in that game yesterday. It only hit because of a 4-run ninth inning. I was lucky there. I was not on the right side, but I will take it. Today, we are going to be on the right side of this game. I'm taking the under here, guys. Burns has been pitching well, and I think Eflin's going to put up a good game here. The Brewers' bats are just dead right now, and I see this being a 4 to 5 run total game, extremely low. You can currently get the line at 7.5 at -120, and that's the line I am playing. And shout out Ike in the chat. What is up, sir? You are correct. Rob Thompson is the coach of the Phillies currently. I did cheat and look that up, but didn't get to get that in before Hefe finished.
Brewers have lost 7 of their 8. 7 of the last 8. Phillies have won 6 in a row. Brewers are a 160, some places even 170 favorite. I'm rolling with the Phillies on the run line here. It's at -140 odds. I'm taking them at +1.5. I'm playing it safe. I lean the Phillies money line here too, but I can see the Brewers squeaking one out in a low scoring tight baseball game. So I'm gonna roll with the Phillies +1.5 on the run line as my official play for this game. What do we got?
I like it.
Nats and the Marlins. This is a interesting one because I totally forgot this guy exists, to be honest with you. Steven Strasburg starting on the mound for the Nats. This is his first start this year. He's going up against Trevor Rogers. I don't know how to play this game. And for some reason, this game is giving me Johnny Cueto vibes earlier in the year when he made his debut for the White Sox. And we're trying to figure out, is it the same as a pitcher coming up for the minor leagues that no major leaguer has ever seen before versus a guy that has been a veteran that everybody has seen, but he's making his first start a quarter of the way into the season. These two teams are not good. This is definitely one of the worst starting pitchers for the Marlins, who have an amazing staff. What do you think here, man? Are you backing Strasburg?
I do want to say, though, I hate that you insult Trevor Rogers as much as you do on this show. He's not that bad of a pitcher. He's had a rough start to his year, but he's one of their better pitching prospects.
At home this year with a 10.5 ERA. Come on.
Yep. I know. You always like to slander Rogers, but he's not as bad as his numbers are giving off. He has had a couple horrendous starts, but he did have a good year last year. I lean the Marlins in this spot. I don't think Strasburg is going to be as dominant. He's coming off some major injuries. He's been out forever. And it's hard to come in midseason and just pinpoint accuracy after being out that long. However, I'm not confident enough to lay the juice on the Marlins today. So, for that reason, I am laying off with a strong lean on the Marlins. Hefe, what do you think?
I lean with the Marlins, too. I think people are going to look at this matchup and go, oh, God, Strasburg was one of the best pitchers ever, blah, blah. He's fresh, rested. He's going to go out there. He's going to quiet these already not impressive Marlins bats, and that's put a couple runs up now. I'm rolling with the Marlins here with you. I got to see it to believe with Strasburg. This guy's been injury riddled after injury since they won that World Series, man.
You want to hear something depressing? How old do you think Strasburg is? Because you'd think he's still somewhat relatively young. He's been in the league forever, but we just haven't seen a ton of him because he's been hurt his entire career. How old do you think he is?
32.
33, turning 34. I don't anticipate that. He's a little older than I thought. So hopefully he can stay healthy, finish the year strong. But
wow,
you know what happens with Strasburg.
I remember when he was the greatest pitching prospect we've ever seen in the whole wide universe, and he was going to be. They were going to rename Cy Young after Steven Strasburg. I'll never forget that.
He was the next Nolan Ryan.
Yeah. I remember all the hoopla around his first ever game pitch. It was people were going bonkers.
It wasn't even. It was like a no hitter too for like 5 or 6 innings. It was unbelievable. Yeah.
Years ago. Shout out him. Shout out Ryan Zimmerman too. They came up together in the early Nats days. Wow.
Facts.
All right,
boys. What do we got?
Yanks and the Twins. Look, this is not a lot of analysis. Yankees are coming off a loss. Cole is on the mound, -200. Yesterday, the Yanks it's baseball. We talk about this all the time. You can win 100 games and lose 60, and you're still considered a top 3 team in the league. You're going to lose games. This is not like any other sport. Losing 50, 60 games in this sport is normal for a great team. Yankees lost one yesterday. They're 40-16. Cry about it.
Yeah.
The question is, this is either a trap or it's a gift, and that's what you have to figure out. It's more about who they're going up against than really who we're throwing up there. Bundy on the mound for the Twins, 2-0 with a .57 ERA at home. Alpha 2-0 with a
It's Bundy Day. Don't care. Bundy Day.
He is a significantly better pitcher in Minnesota than he is on the road. Are you backing the Yanks today?
Yeah, I am. Do you need me to give any more analysis than that?
Open-ended parlay piece?
It is a parlay, guys. I parlayed him with the Giants today with Webb on the mound. I don't think the Giants are not in our game slate, so I'll talk about that one quickly. Webb should have a huge performance at home against the Rockies with Gomber pitching on the road. It's a recipe for success here for the Giants. Parlaying the Yanks and the Giants on the money line. You get that at plus 105. One of my favorite plays today.
Can I give you a little amazing half-a nugget on Logan Webb?
I need it.
10-0 in day games over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
10-0. I'm sorry. One more. 10-0 at home in day games over the last 2 seasons. They're at home. It's a day game. He's pitching. I love the Giants. They're in my best bets. I'll save what the play is until we get there. But
one more thing on that game. Gomber's pitching for the Rockies on the road, 1-3.7 ERA. It's an absolute gas can.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. All right, let's keep moving. Then we're heading out to our last game here. We got the Sox and the Angels. Oh, God, I feel for you, Angels. I feel for you. 14 L's in a row, including the last 3 heartbreaking losses by 1 run. You can't even make this up anymore. This team has lost in the last 3 games 1-0, 6-5, 1-0. Alpha, today, they have lost 14 in a row. They are favorites today at home. Ohtani on the mound, who has not been that impressive. 3-4, 3.99 ERA, a whip over 1. Pivetta on the mound for the Sox, 5-4, 3.5 ERA. With a similar whip to Ohtani. Is today the day they get the dub? They're favorites. So that line indication, I'm going to say before you go, line indication is it might be the day they get the win.
Yeah, I'm not betting that. I'm also not going to bet that they're going to lose this game, but I am going to take the under here. I think we're going to get a good pitching matchup between Ohtani and Pivetta. Pivetta is not the greatest pitcher, but at home he's done pretty well. He is one of their better pitchers on the staff. And the Red Sox bats have not been great over the last 2 weeks. And we all know how the Angels bats have been over the last 2 months. So for that, I'm taking the under here in this game. Little weird with the schedule today. Little weird. This is the only game after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the MLB. Travel day, I get that, but they stuck 1 game at the 9:30 Eastern time slot with Boston in it who has to travel. So a little bit weird that they did that in the schedule, but I like the under here. What do you think?
It's going to be the only game on that's going to last into the night. It's going to be a lot of people tuning in, finding, I believe, chase spots towards the end of the evening. Live chase spots. What does that tell me, man? Tells me it's an Angels play. Tells me it's an Angels play. I think it's an Angels play here. It's a lean. I cannot put my money on a team that sells 14 in a row, but I think the Angels get it done tonight. Everything kind of just adds up. There's no reason for them to be a favorite. I am not saying max play. This is not a max play. I do think Ohtani comes through for them, though. God, they need it. They gotta win one. This franchise has lost 14 in a row. They're gonna. I don't even know what the next move is. I think the Angels figure it out. I think they get the win. It's my lean, at least.
I like it. So Angels and the under for us too on that one.
Yes. All right, let's shout out to our friends over at Pickett before we get into best bets. You guys know about Pickett. We talk about them all the time. I have hit 3 Pickett plays in a row. Yesterday was the Celtics -3. I'm going for 4 in a row today. Make sure you tune in. I will be putting up my play very shortly here in the next few hours. Make sure you download the app. Make sure you use code ATSSPOT. Weekly cash giveaways. The app is great. They have a bad beat segment on there. It's super fun to use, super easy to navigate. So make sure you guys go download Pickett. Free plays every day from me, Alpha, Slam, BBB, and a bunch of other people. So go download it. All right, Alpha, you ready to stream with them? Give them some best bets.
I'm always ready to scream at the people. Wade, 2, Higashioka, LeBron, somebody. Let's go Yankees. All right, boys, best bets. Let's get it. First best bet of the day is going to be that Cardinals Rays under 6.5. Second best bet of the day is going to be Red Sox Angels under 8. Third best bet, Dodgers moneyline minus 120. And fourth best bet of the day is the parlay, Yankees Giants plus 105. Have I give the people what you got?
Yankees Braves money line parlay. Guys, the Braves are hot. They're hot at the right time, and they're in a point of their schedule where they're playing the gutter of the MLB. They just they just swept the A's today. They got Baker and the Pirates. I just like the Braves here. I think the Yankees bounce back too. I'm gonna take them in a money line parlay. Next, I'm going with the Giants minus 1.5 on the run line. Alpha just talked about it. I expect the Giants to absolutely mash the Rockies today. Logan Webb is a daytime Cy Young style pitcher. So that's something about the sun on his eyes just makes him throw flamethrowers, baby. And then lastly, we're going with the Dodgers.
Very romantic.
Thank you. Lastly, we're going with the Dodgers money line. I think it's a gift. You're getting a gift in the afternoon here. Take that. Don't think twice about it. Those are my 3. Alpha gave you his. Shout out to Pure Wage. Make sure you guys go ahead, check him out. I'm sure he'll have a boost for the NHL Stanley Cup tonight and probably some baseball too. Alpha, tell us why the Rangers are going to take the 3-2 series lead tonight.
Rangers don't lose at home. Best team ever. Team of destiny. Rangers in 5. I know it's not possible. Rangers in 5.
All right, everybody. No NBA Finals tonight, but for the first time, this NBA Finals, I can tell you that we don't have to wait 7 years for another game because we will be back tomorrow with Off the Bat and Game 4 of the NBA Finals, and we will have an Off the Bat, so we will talk about Game 3. We will talk about Game 4. What's going to happen? Are the Suns going to take the 3-1 lead? Are the Warriors going to tie it up 2-2? Will Draymond stop doing podcasts? We'll talk about it all. Until then, enjoy the daytime baseball. Enjoy the hockey tonight. Peace.
Go Rangers, go Yanks.
Man, what